Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, dear students of Prep 2, welcome back to you. And today we are going to complete your story, The Queen of This. Today we are going to explain chapter 2, and we are going to host two of the greatest teachers in our school, Amr ibn al-As Language School in Zifta. Mr. George, welcome back to you. Mr. Magdi, welcome to you.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Let's start with Mr. Magdi. You can start, Mr. Magdi.
Salah al-Din al-Nur was having breakfast when the telephone rang. His friend Dr. Peter Earl invited him to have lunch with him and his wife at home. Salah al-Din accepted the invitation.
And now listen to the following dialogue between Salah al-Din and Dr. Earl.
Hello, Mr. Salah al-Din. Welcome
Yes.
back to London. My wife and I want to know if you would like to lunch with us today.
Hi, Aaron. Yes, like that. Thanks very much. I'll get a train for.
ماشي.
After breakfast, Salah al-Din remembered the book he had bought last night. Salah al-Din read what was written on the back cover of the book. On the back cover, there were the title of the book, The Mystery of Queen Exterte, the name of the author, Dr. John Farrell. Some questions about Queen Exterte. Dr. Farrell also gave his answer to the most important question: where was Queen Exterte buried?
ابدأ.
An Englishman and his dog. I have never been able to understand the English and their love of dogs.
And you Egyptians, my friend, what about your cats, your ancestors? The ancient Egyptians loved cats, didn't they?
You are right. Taking of ancient Egyptians remind me of something. I found a new book in the bookshop in Piccadilly last night. It's written by a man called Farrell. Yes, Dr. John Farrell. Have you heard of them?
Dr. John Farrell? No, that's strange. I was going to ask you about him. Have you read this copy, this report, morning's report? It was a report on page 3 at the bottom of the page. The report said that Dr. Farrell, the archaeologist who claimed to have discovered the secret burial place of Queen Exterte, flew with his wife to Cairo last Thursday. Dr. Farrell had studied the writing on the ancient stone pillar kept in the British Museum. That pillar was from the ancient temple of Karnak.
Okay, I read it. This pillar from the temple of Karnak. Is there really such a pillar in the museum?
Yes, there is, and it's got some marks on it, which might be writing, but no one is certain.
It seems that Dr. John Farrell is certain. Who is Dr. Farrell? Why haven't I heard his name before?
Dr. Farrell was about 28 years old. He was a brilliant student at Cambridge, one of the best there has ever been. But after he got his doctorate, he changed it completely. He left Cambridge about 3 years ago and went to live with some friends in Wales. He didn't write any letters, he didn't tell anyone about his visits to the British Museum and his interest in the pillar from Karnak. He has written his book and now he has gone off to Cairo.
And his wife has gone with him?
I didn't even know that he was married.
And he has never been to Egypt before? He doesn't know how hot it is. It's too hot to search for a tomb near Luxor at this time of the year.
Yes, he's not going to find it easy.
Who else knows about the writing of this pillar?
The man who knows most about it is your friend, Professor Gomachian, and he's in Cairo.
Perhaps I ought to be in Cairo too. Many people would like to know where the tomb of Queen Exterte is, and I am not speaking about the scholars and archaeologists. I am thinking of smugglers like the Amsterdam ring.
Yes, You could be right. The Amsterdam ring would like to know where the Queen of Death is buried. The treasure in her tomb in her tomb will be worth millions of pounds.
And here is the report in the Sunday Times, where everyone can read it about it. I'll be late coming to the museum tomorrow. I will have to go to our embassy and get in touch with my assistant, Layla Osman.
And now it's time for questions and answers. Let's go to our friends.
Some question on chapter 2. First question, who was Dr. Peter Earl?
Dr. Peter Earl is Salah ad-Din's friend in London. He is an archaeologist. He worked in the British Museum.
Number 2, what did Peter Earl ask Salah ad-Din on the phone?
He asked him to have lunch together at his home with his wife.
How would Salah ad-Din go there?
He would go by train.
When?
By 12.
Okay. After that, what did Salah ad-Din decide to do with the book?
He wanted to read the book. He unwrapped the book and started to read the book. First, he read the back cover of the book.
Okay, very important question.
Yeah.
What was written on the back cover of this book?
Number one, or first, the title of the book, The Mystery of Queen Exterti, the name of the author, by Dr. John Farrow, and some questions about Queen Exterti, and the most important question and its answer, which was, where was Queen Exterti buried? These all the things on the back cover of the book.
Okay, what did Salah ad-Din and Peter Earl chat about in their sitting room?
First, when Salah ad-Din saw the old Englishman with his dog, he told that he wasn't able to understand why English people love dogs.
Yes.
And Dr. Earl replied that the ancient Egyptians too loved cats. They talked about the English love of dogs and the ancient Egyptians' love of cats.
After that, who did Salah ad-Din ask Peter Earl about?
He asked him about Dr. John Farrow, the archaeologist,
Okay.
who wrote the book The Mystery of Queen Exterti.
What was written in the Sunday Times?
There was a report on page 3 at the bottom of the page.
What did Dr. Farrow claim in this report?
He claimed to have discovered the secret burial place of Queen Exterti's tomb near Luxor in Egypt.
Where did the Sunday Times say about this pillar?
Excuse me again, please.
Where did the Sunday Times report say about the pillar?
Yeah, it was in a report on page 3 at the bottom of the page.
Okay. Who was Dr. Farrow as Peter Earl told Salah ad-Din?
Dr. John Farrow was a 20 years old young man. He was brilliant student at Cambridge, one of the best had ever been there. But after he got doctorate, he changed it completely. He left Cambridge and lived with some friends in Wales.
What did Salah ad-Din discover about Dr. Farrow?
Dr. Peter Earl told Salah ad-Din that after 3 years from having his doctorate, he left Cambridge and went to Wales to live with some friends there.
Okay, where was the archaeologist going? Dr. John Farrow, where was he going?
He's going to Cairo. Dr. John Farrow was going to Cairo to search for the Queen Exterti tomb with he was with his wife.
To Luxor.
Yes, to Luxor.
Okay, who else knew about writing in the pillar?
Salah ad-Din's friend in Cairo, Professor Gometian.
Gometian. What was the Amsterdam ring?
The Amsterdam ring is a gang of smugglers who are interested in treasures of ancient Egyptians around the world.
Okay, very important question. What was amazing about this Queen of Death?
Yes, that's a treasure in her tomb will worth millions of pounds.
Okay, why Salah ad-Din going to arriving very late to the British Museum?
Okay. He would go to the Egyptian embassy in London to be in touch with his assistant, Laila Uthman.
Thanks, Mr. Magdi.
Welcome, sir.
And it's time to say thank you to our friends today, and we send them all thanks. Thank you for listening and watching. Till we meet again. Goodbye. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.